y'all, and welcome to today's video. I bought all 4 of the new Unearthly Cosmetics highlighters. These are an expansion to their low light line. We have multi-chrome highlighters. We are going to swatch these. We are going to try them on. I want to play with these. I'm excited. A low light is like my favorite ever, so I'm so excited to have new shades. And then I also bought their new Dead of Night palette and their new In the Dark palette. These are in smaller packaging, smaller magnetic pans. We are going to do swatch comparisons. We're going to create a look. We're going to have fun. Let's jump into it. Y'all, getting started, I want to show you everything up close, show you swatches, kind of talk about these products, and then we'll move into the application tutorial towards the end of this video. I did place my order at Unearthly Cosmetics. I do have an affiliate code with the brand. It is Heather. If you want to save, you can use my code. I will put it and everything else I talk about will be down in the description box. So definitely check there. But first, let's talk about the new products, and that is these highlighters. So if you've been at my channel for a while, you know that my #1 favorite like colorful highlighter formula is Unearthly Cosmetics Low Light. I love their colorful highlighters. I think they're so beautiful. I have the original Low Light. I have the new version of Low Light with the new shade. So when Unearthly posted that they were creating more shades in the Low Light formula and that they were going to be available in singles, I was so excited. I immediately went online and bought all 4 of these. So these come in this cute cardboard packaging. I like this a lot. I really like this cardboard packaging. And then each of these have their pan like this, and it has the Unearthly Cosmetics logo embossed in the pan too, which I think it's a small detail that's really pretty. Okay, so also on this packaging, the name of the shade is on the like side of the box, which I think is really nice, and it's kind of the shade of the highlighter. So if you're like me, you're gonna buy all of these, you don't want to open them all up, you can see from the side the names are printed in different colors. So I am going to pop up swatches of these highlighters, and I'll put the names on the screen so that you can see. I tried to take clips of these highlighters on my hands in different lighting so that you could see kind of in the sunlight, in here in my makeup room, in shadow, you could see how these highlighters performed. So 3 of them are multi-chrome, and then 1 of them is a shimmery, like almost topper style highlighter, and that one is this shade right here called Twilight. It's more of like that Fenty How Many Carats, but even a little more elevated than that. So we'll definitely put 1 or 2 of these on the face. I'm really excited about these highlighters. Like I said, I bought them as soon as I could. Now let's talk about In the Dark and Dead of Night. So first up, I want to show you these 2 side by side so that you can see there are no dupes between these palettes. They definitely have similar vibes. The color story flows together very well. I think they really complement each other, but there's no repeat shades at all between these 2. This is an 8-pan palette over here with In the Dark. There's 1 duochrome, 1 shimmer, and then the rest are matte shades. In this palette, we have duochrome, shimmer, and mattes as well. Both of these super beautiful, and I do have videos on both of these palettes already on my channel, but I wanted to do this video to show you comparison swatches because Unearthly is transitioning from their old packaging, this one right over here, these large pans, into the smaller pans, into this new slimmer, sleeker packaging. The pans are magnetic and the shade names are printed on the back of the pans, which I really love. It's such a like elevation to me. So in the swatches, I want to show you the swatches. The new palette swatches are going to be on top. The older palette swatches are going to be down bottom, and you can see the palettes kind of side by side as well. I thought that would be super helpful because I know that some of the formulas are different. So I wanted to swatch them side by side. Now, this video isn't me telling you to go out and buy the new ones if you had the existing ones like I did. I personally love Unearthly Cosmetics. Favorite for me. So when I saw that they were doing new smaller pans, I wanted to go purchase them. I'm not telling you you have to. I'm just trying to make this video to be helpful to you. They're still the same shades. You're going to be able to create the same looks. So I wanted to show you those swatches side by side, the palettes side by side. And the same thing with Dead of Night. So this palette's a bit larger, so let me make sure I can hold them both up for you. Here we have the older version of Dead of Night. You know I love this palette. If you watched my palette ranking video for last year, it ranked really high up. And then we have the newer version over here. Again, the smaller pans, magnetic pans with the names printed on the back. Both of the palettes though have a mirror, both very beautiful. Let me show you these again together. So once again, you're gonna have the newer version swatched on top, the older version swatched on bottom. I want to be helpful, you know. Hopefully this will help you in your decision-making process. Maybe you haven't picked up the old palettes and you were curious, is it worth getting the new? I'm here for you. I am here for you. I also will say I did order the new Lure and the new Leather and Lace. I'm waiting for Lure to get to me. And then if you like this video, do let me know if you like seeing the comparisons, because I can do the same thing with Lure and with Leather and Lace as soon as they get here to me, because I did buy those as well. I'm excited though. I want to put these on my face. I want to put the highlighter on first. Maybe we can do like a shade here, a shade here, a shade down the nose, and then I can use the topper shade to kind of top it all off. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do so that I can get them all four on the face for y'all. I will say I'm starting off today with two blushes mixed. I'm wearing Pop and Mellow. I just kind of mix these a bit, and listen, while I'm at it, my lip color is Flirt Satin Liquid Lipstick. This was from the Valentine's Day mystery box. This has become a favorite for me. And then I'm wearing the gloss in Avery on top. Let me zoom you in a bit. I'm going to grab my Unearthly highlighter brush. I've got my... well, I thought somewhere I have my Sigma color switch. I'm going to find it so I can clean off my brush in between swatches, and we'll try these highlighters on the face, and then we will create an eye look. Okay, so I've zoomed you in a bit so that you can kind of see how these go on the face. We'll start first with Mirage. These are so beautiful. Like, I love a multi-chrome. I love a multi-chrome. I have very few multi-chrome highlighters. Kaleidos, Bella Beauté Bar, Unearthly, like I'm here for a multi-chrome highlighter. So I have this picked up on my Unearthly A4 brush. I'm just going to turn so you can see how my face looks with no product. I am glowy. I am wearing my Guerlain Terracotta Le Tint foundation. I've been loving this one so much. So I do have some glow to my skin, and then I do have those blushes on. But let's put this highlighter on. Oh, she's pretty. Yes, she is. There's some really beautiful sparkle to this highlighter. Really pretty. Now, I did so many swatches of these because I wanted you to really be able to see how they look in different lighting, because that's when you're really going to see multi-chrome highlighter on the face. Is not just sitting here or in a photo or something like that. It's going to be like as you live your life, as you're moving about your house, room to room, as you're out in your car, in the store, on the street, like whatever you're doing. Like as you move and the lighting changes and your angle changes, that's how you're going to see the most out of your multi-chromes, especially when it comes to the face. in my opinion, in my experience. So I think this is looking so pretty though. If you thought that maybe these shades were just a bit too out there and that they weren't something that you were gonna enjoy wearing, of course it's different than like a traditional champagne-y highlighter, but I think that looks so, so pretty. So let's move over here and let's do Spectre. This, just from swatches, I haven't used it on the face yet, and just from like seeing it on Unearthly Cosmetics Instagram and stuff, this was the one I was most excited for, the one I'm kind of like anticipating the most. So I'm gonna pick this one up, and this one does have more of like a purple label up top. So I'm gonna take it, what did I say this was? Spectre. And yeah, look at that. That is so beautiful. I feel like purple and blue are the most obvious colors that we can see in this one. I'm bringing my highlight down pretty low as well because, listen, I have these chunky cheeks. I might as well emphasize them. That's really, really, really beautiful. I'm going to Sigma switch my brush again. I'm just cleaning it off. I also have a little towel in front of me, and we will swatch Spellbinding on the nose. So pretty. Actually, let me pick up a little bit on my finger, and maybe I'll just kind of drag it down the nose like this. Way too much that way. Way too much that way. So let me go in now with the brush and kind of buff it in the nose. Okay, so here we have the 3 highlighters. Let's see, we have Mirage over here, Spectre over here, and Spellbinding down the nose. Let's top it all areas with Twilight to kind of pull this together. Again, this is more of that shimmery topper, so I'm gonna be putting a lot of this like sparkle on my face. Really into it though, really into it. I'm gonna bring it up, why not? Why not? I love to glow. If people don't like it when I'm out and about today, they don't have to look at me. I get to look at me though, and I'm so into this. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. Okay, what I will do now, I'm so happy with my purchase. In case you couldn't tell, I regret nothing. I'm happy I bought every single one of these. Love, love, love. Unearthly, you want to come out with 1,000 more, I will be here for it. I will be here for it, honestly. Let me prime my eyes for shadow. I'm going to zoom y'all in, and we're going to mix In the Dark and Dead of Night together to create an eye look. Again, I do have videos when I first got those palettes. It is the older palette, same shades, same names, all of that though. So if you get the new ones, you can definitely watch my older videos. I know I have 3 looks with the Dead of Night for sure, and then I've incorporated it in some get ready with me's here and there. And In the Dark, I believe I have 2 or 3 looks up as well, but definitely use those for inspiration. I'm going to combine the 2 today. I'm going to put on eye primer and zoom y'all in. Okay, y'all, let's go in first to Dead of Night, and let's start with the shade Murk. Okay, so I'm going to be using all of my Unearthly Cosmetics brushes today. I have them. Why not use them? Y'all see me use these. I really enjoy them. The green handle brushes and the orange handle brushes. I think the quality is definitely there. These green handle brushes I've had for a long time, and they've held up so beautifully. So I'm just packing this shade all in the crease. I'm not worried about blending because I want to pull in another shade for that, but I wanted to start with this shade because it's just really, really calls to me. And I'm even going to take it under the lower lash line. I'm just going to swap to a smaller brush and bring this under the lower lash line as well. Alright, I'm just going to pull this under the lower lash line like this. Alright, now I'm going to grab this 8-7 brush, and I want to jump over to in the dark, and I want to go into obscure. I really like the inclusion of this olive. I think it makes the palette a lot more like versatile, but I think it's going to be a really pretty shade with this teal color right here. So I'm just going to kind of press that on, and I'm going to buff right in here. I'm going to put the most amount of color right out here because I want it to fade into the olive really nicely here. And I'm just going to take my time and buff this out so that it goes from the teal to this more olive color, and then I'm going to lightly bring it and blend it right in here. And I'm also going to blend this shade under the lower lash line too. Okay, I want to jump over to this palette, and we're going to go into In the Dark. And we're just going to use this to deepen up the outer corner. I want this look to be grungy, almost like I did my makeup and then I slept in it, and then I like ate a taco, and then I came out into the world. You know, like that's kind of what I'm going for, like a messy, lived-in look. I'm just feeling it today. I'm really feeling it today. So I'm just popping this right here in the outer corner, slightly blending it, not too far though, and building it right there. I love Unearthly Shadows so much, with a passion. Okay, I'm going to put down some of my Unearthly Glimmer Grasp, and I'm going to go into Nightfall all over the lid, all over the lid. All right, going to pop that right on top of the Glimmer Grasp, just like that. Oh, that's a beautiful shade. Listen, you've been watching my channel, you remember how much I love this shade. I think it's just pure perfection. So I'm just gonna put it down like that, blending it, not all the way in the outer corner. Again, not being precise, being a bit messy, having a bit of fun, not taking it too seriously. So I've got that down, and then for the inner corner, we're gonna jump back over to this palette and go in with the shade Illusion. All right, I'm gonna pop that right there on my inner corner, and that's gonna be the eye look. That's all I'm gonna do. Super simple, easy, effortless, messy. I'm going to use my liquid liner. I'm in the process of testing this out. So far, so good. I'm going to pop on a lash, and I'll come right back. All right, y'all, here is the finished look. Just a little bit of black eyeliner and cherubic lashes. I wanted to do kind of a small lash, but something, you know, something. So I went with cherubic. I love these highlighters. New favorite. I already knew I loved Unearthly's highlighter formula. I'm so excited to have these beautiful shades. I feel glowy and grungy, and everything I want to feel, I feel. I'm so happy with this look. I just feel like me, and I'm happy about that. Let me tell you, something I didn't show you is how these palettes came packaged. So In the Dark came like this. In the Dark, Unearthly Cosmetics eyeshadow and pressed pigment palette. It has all that, all the ingredients, and then you open this. You open this like this, and then you have a little piece of like foam. And then you have the box for the palette. The palette was inside this insert. We love that. I'm actually going to pull this out, and I'm going to put my jewelry in here for when I travel. Isn't that going to be perfect? I feel like this is going to be perfect because this is like a little magnetic closure. So I can like throw my rings and earrings and stuff in here. Like, I think this is going to be perfect. And the same, let me move this, the same with Dead of Night. So this box, of course, is a bit bigger, but the same. The foam, the box, like, that's nice. We like that. And this outer box is nice. Like, it's not thin cardboard. It's really nice. I'm pumped about this. I'm pumped about this. Here is the size difference in the two. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Earthly Cosmetics has coming up next. Did I say Earthly? I meant to say Unearthly. I've got an eye on the time because I have to leave the house in 3 minutes. I need to go get my kid, pick him up. I hope y'all are having an amazing day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here at my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye!